GoGo Sentai, Boukenger, with Gozyuger. The story starts at half-century where Hoeru is putting down Christmas decorations to get prepared for the New Year's until Mashiro arrives to challenge him into a #1 winter sports battle, explaining that it's already been months since they started their rivalry with each other and the battle for the rings while teaming up to defeat Bryden, as Mashiro still continues to get his wish of replacing TegaSword as god, while Hoeru is still searching for his wish, which Mashiro tell his second generation to find it quickly or else he will get none once he gathers all of the rings. Hoeru gets ticked off by this and says he will find it quickly no matter what and accepts his Goju Wolf predecessor's challenge, as Kuon as the Garrity Caliber Go supports on his brother while Bear Kuma Go supports on Mashiro, causing the two living objects to headbutt each other. Mashiro knows the perfect place to have their battle, using the Tokuger polar ring to summon the rainbow line to take them to Italy, explaining that the Winter Olympic Games are going to be held in Milano Cortina of that country next year 2026 since Turin in 2006 20 years ago, and that Milano and Cortina d'Ampezzo are the perfect places to have their #1 winter sports battle. TegaSword, Good Burn, and TegaJunes see this as the latter gives them two TegaJunes to summon Red Rangers to compete in the games. Even though Hoeru believes they might get kicked out of each venue for the games, the two started off with those winter sports such as alpine skiing downhill, ski jumping large hill, speed skating, ice hockey, etc., leading this to a tie. Just as they are about to start the last sports event, they notice 3 Boukengers battling against a group of the combatant curses, as the two decide to help them and defeat the curses for good. The Boukengers thank the two and transformed, as both Satoru, Sakura, and Eiji explain to the two that they're searching for a special precious in Italy that they didn't obtain, explaining their time as adventurers 20 years ago against the negative syndicate who wanted to steal those artifacts for evil purposes. And as of 20 years later, the curses somehow have been revived despite Gojo and his Gordom civilization's defeat. The Boukengers reveal that the precious must be in one of the venues for the Winter Olympics. Just then, Hoeru sniffs an overflowing power coming from the San Siro, the venue for the opening ceremony, as the 5 head there to see the precious on the stadium field they've been looking for, Rings of the Nation. Just as the Boukengers were about to confiscate it, they get attacked by the curses as 2 mysterious figures walk up to it, revealing they have been waiting for the moment to destroy all countries of the world, revealing themselves as Venulate Destrug, female, and Sumomazi Gear, male, from the Gordom civilization, as the two have been reawakened after Gojo's death 20 years ago to steal and use the Rings of the Nation's power to destroy all worlds to avenge their civilization from mortal beings such as humans who feared the society's power. Sakura uses her X-Lealer to scan the artifact that its hazard level is 130. The 5 tried to stop the two from using the precious's power but were too late as the two already used its power to bring the countries of the earth drowning down to the sea where the Gordom civilization was sealed as a way for vengeance, as Italy and Japan are the last ones remaining until a golden sword arrives to stop the two, letting go of the precious that prevents its power in the process, resulting the countries to rise back up to the surface, as Hoeru quickly grabs it while Satoru grabs the sword and activates it to be known as Zuban, who came to help the Boukengers to prevent the last 2 remaining Gordom members to use the Nation Ring's power, as Bear Kumago can translate what Zuban's saying. The 2 members are furious by this as the 3 Boukengers say they've been adventurers in action since 20 years ago and are still continuing on to protect the world from dangerous societies who want to use any precious's power, despite those societies wanted a precious by themselves, such as Gordom, the Jiraiya clan, Dark Shadow, and the Questers, as this relates to Hoeru and Mashiro's goal of getting their wishes, as those two decide to end their sports battle by seeing who can be the curses the most, as the 2 and the 3 adventurers transformed, perform their roll call, and with Zuban attack the 2 Gordom members and the curses while protecting the precious, leading the battle to be outside. Seeing that the curses get defeated, Veni and Samo use their combined powers to take down the 6 and are about to get destroyed until 4 Sentai warriors arrive to help them, introducing themselves as Boon Blue, Yellow Racer, Kyra May Green, and Go On Black. calling themselves the Machine Rangers of the Summer Olympics. Since the Boukengers were created on 2006 where the Turin Winter Olympics was held, BoukenRed join in those Machine Warriors to battle against Veni and Simul, making Gozyuger Wolf and Polar to find out the colors of the Machine Warriors, and BoukenRed not only represent the Olympic rings, but also for the core Gozyugers that inspired from those rings. The 10 weaken Veni and Simul as those two get destroyed by the BoukenRed getting into his Exceltector to activate the Dual Crusher's combination crush finisher, while Gozyuger Wolf and Polar fight over to perform the number 1 Wolf and Polar attack as a way to see who wins the number 1 winter sports battle, ending the Gordom's 20-year revenge. As a result, later on, the transformed while the 4 Machine Warriors take their leave. The Boukengers confiscated the rings of the nation to take it to the SGS, as the Boukengers thank the 2 Gozyugers for the help while eating Mariachinzuba and ramen they brought in for lunch and dinner. Satoru and Hoeru shake hands to meet again once the Gozyugers' own enemies are taken care of, while Leiji thinks if he have a winter sports battle to challenge maybe Satoru or Monsieur Minao, Bouken Black, to become the next Boukenger leader, which that would be amazing for the 6th Ranger to take on the mantle, although Sakura says that's impossible and that what matters is that world peace will someday be restored, and is glad that it still continues like this forever in every hero's lives, including the Olympics. The Boukengers then take their leave in their own GoGo vehicles. After that, Hoeru and Mashiro wonder on who won the number 1 winter sports battle, as Kuon and Bearkuma reveal that their attacks respectively hit Veni and Simul at the same time, revealing it's still a tie as the Red and White Ranger are disappointed that they will never know who won the battle. Guess they have to see for themselves who gets the wish by next year, as Mashiro brings in the Rainbow Line again to take them back to Japan, leaving Italy to host the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics on February 2026. Meanwhile, a no-one monster called Sekai Taisen no one is at Italy to cancel the Olympics for his desire to bring World War III since its second in 80 years. However, a mysterious voice was heard as a mysterious White Ranger confronts the no one, introducing himself as Zenith White, otherwise known as Zenithman, who came to Italy to stop the no one's goal of bringing an all-out war. Zenithman battles the no one until the former extracts the Gozyuger Sentai ring from his legacy buckle, inserting it to his transformation microphone Zenith Spicer by pressing the blue button to bring out the Wolf D caliber 50 to weaken the no one and free the desirable person inside and destroy the no one for good. After that, Universe Warrior Akiba Red, Kunihiro Oda, arrives to see Zenith White, who thanks his creator for summoning him to defeat his successor's enemy. Akiba Red takes the honor by calling the White Ranger Mairo Jumonji, just until an unfamiliar Red Ranger arrives, revealing that Zenith White isn't the only fiction character, making Akiba Red surprised to see who it was from the Red Sentai Design Contest, as the Red Ranger introduces himself as Raiga Red of the original Sentai Ranger, who sees the rainbow line with Hoeru inside that Raiga Red has been searching for. As Akiba Red and Zenithman greet with that Red Origami Ranger, Akiba Red senses someone, resulting him to block a sword strike with his silver Tega sword, who turns out to be Universe Warrior Ninja Red, who wields the Kakuranger Sentai ring as the last one. As that Universe Warrior explains, this was just a warning for the Gozyugers that they can never defeat the Red Ninja himself before he leaves. As the three watched on, Akiba Red says that the endgame of the Gozyugers is coming that would bring the Super Sentai series to a long hiatus, although the first time ending outside of Japan.